So I'm strolling through the capital, Arrecife. There's not much going on at the time. This is the second lockdown, February 2021. This is more like the punk rock vegan spot. So it looks as though the place is closed, but due to the pandemic, they set up the tables on the street, which I find pretty cool, man. Really nice people working here. They have a 3-course daily menu. The starter is usually a big portion of salad, a little more exotic than the ordinary salad you would get in any other restaurant. Then the main course is also a pretty big portion every time, like a vegan kebab with rice, couscous. They have an excellent grandma's cake. They're really one of the best vegan cakes I ever had. And the whole thing goes for only an incredible €8. And that's including a coffee of your choice. They also have almond milk and leche de avena, oat milk. And they have good beer. Salute. There you go. Awesome, thank you so much. That's fantastic. Look at the size of that thing, man. That is a big burger. Buen provecho, amigos. It's tasty, it's messy. Excellent vegan mayo and homemade ketchup. Pretty fair deal, but you really can't beat the daily menu for €8, man. The outside area is restricted to only 4 people, but you have to wear a mask before you receive your drink. And then you don't have to wear a mask, obviously, because it's hard to drink with a mask on. I've been to this plaza by the Grand Hotel. Carnival in 2015. This place was packed with 10,000 people. It was a really big festival-like atmosphere. Bands playing, there was a big stage set up right there. Loads of food stands. Good times. Look at it now. From what I've seen so far, Arrecife is not necessarily the most beautiful city. A couple of stores, very often they're closed. The architecture isn't that great. Some pretty cool street art that I've seen lately. This plaza seems to be kind of an exhibition place or space. I've seen a pretty cool exhibition last week, and this is what's left. This has probably been here before. Some pretty cool street art made by the Manu. This one's pretty cool too. So further that way, you have all the regular common shopping like, Zara and H&M and all these places. There are a couple of more original stores here, with their own brands, but not too many. Nothing crazy really. Even further down, past the shopping, there are a couple of bars and restaurants in a pretty cool old townish kind of area. So here you got the bank, yeah. Give me 200, brother. Thank you. Time to get that coffee. Salute. 8 out of 10 on €1. Beat that. It's got a nail studio, tattoo studio. But overall this place seems pretty dead. It seems like the corona pandemic doesn't do the businesses much good. According to friends, the Spanish government is doing nothing to help independent businesses. Many places I've seen just last year, have already disappeared. For instance, a vegan restaurant in Playa Honda, it's gone. Socks and underwear are really cheap here. Like 3 pairs of these Fila socks cost me only €4.30. It's like half in comparison to Germany, at least. I mean, look at the quality of that water, man. So crystal clear, even here. And this is not far from most of my favorite surf spots. It's maybe like 10 kilometers north. It's like an old fort. There's an old ash cannon up there. It seems like every place in history has been fought over. So this is the Museo de Historia. I'm not really interested in war-related history. It means I'm pretty much not interested in history. I mean, I like, Far Eastern history, Tibetan history, Indian history, where Buddhism and Hinduism stems from. I'm interested in the history of nature, but not in the history of war and conquering places. The fauna of the ocean. Maybe it's also just a restaurant menu, I don't know. Yeah, so loads of pubs and cafes here and restaurants. Pretty neat little spot, especially at nighttime. especially when there's no pandemic. Beautiful little plaza. Nice old church. Yeah, this is probably the most beautiful part of town, I'd say. There's poverty here also. Quite a lot of homeless people here, you know, considering that there are only 100,000 people on this island. I think 70,000 in the city. This is something I love about the island. I love cacti. I love these plants that have adapted to this harsh, dry, hot climate. Aloe vera is a big thing on the island, grows everywhere. Look at this beautiful old building, man. This could potentially turn out pretty nice. Real estate is pretty cheap in Arrecife in comparison to the rest of the island. Oh wow, this is pretty surprising. I've never been here. There is an actual harbor here. It looks really nice, look at that. This city's grown on me. The further I go, the more I like it. Especially with beautiful weather like this. Look at the water, man. Even in this harbor. This harbor basin seems to frame the center of the town. In the northeast, you can pretty much see the center from here. So this is Avenida Cesar Manrique. So this marina, this little walkway, is named after the famous local environmentalist and architect. Still quite lively here, you know. Cafes aren't empty, people are only allowed outside. I guess that's why it appears as if it was pretty crowded. The inside's totally empty, so hard to believe that somebody is sitting up there. I like harbors, I love piers on a beautiful sunshiny afternoon. Let me introduce you to my friend Rorqual tropical. It's a whale skeleton, 11 meters long and weighs 8 tons. And it was stranded on the island of Tenerife in 1995, so this is a real thing. Pretty cool, huh? Picture birds shitting on your bones when you're dead. The majority of the shopping part of town is pretty dead right now. May it be because of the time of day, siesta, or because people don't go out so much because they don't have that much money anymore. So mostly empty little streets, empty stores. Like a cell phone with antlers and legs. A cell phone bug. Pretty cool. Always nice to see the occasional tree though that grows in between all the houses. Pretty rare sight in Lanzarote to see fully grown trees except palm trees. Here we have a place that is offering, or used to offer, an Andalusian breakfast for €3, including a tostada with tomato and olive oil and, well, serrano ham. Well, that price you can't possibly expect a good quality, but still, you know, fresh orange juice and a coffee. €3. That's hard to beat, man. That's hard to beat. And here's a pretty funky looking Mexican place, La Lupe. I like the door. As ugly as the buildings here may seem, well, they are pretty ugly, really. They all seem to have a roof terrace, which is pretty cool. Some people put their plants up there, their cacti, hang their clothes. Great parties have the potential to be held here on those terraces. Yeah, so the majority of this city is pretty much this here. Loads of not very old white buildings, green or blue doors, some brown, a little bit of shopping, few cool stores. Pretty small town, 70,000 inhabitants, and loads of one-way streets. Not the prettiest of towns, except for that beautiful harbor basin and the old town part. I'm sure there's more to see in Arrecife, but I'm not really a fan of the city. This island offers so much beauty. Out of town, it takes maybe a short 5-minute car ride, so it's pretty small. So yeah, here you have it, Arrecife.